Y'all, they about to garnish our wages. They really know how to just ruin your day. The U.S. government hates everybody here. Y'all, as of May 5th, they're taking 15% of your wages towards student loans. Y'all, I've been ignoring student loans since I've been in school. If y'all know how much I owe in student loan, y'all would think I went to school to be a lawyer. And it's a degree that wasn't even providing me a decent lifestyle. I was just living off vibes. So you mean to tell me I went to school and y'all lied to me? Y'all wanted me to go out there and do triple the work to get a degree. Y'all, I owe so much money. I'm in Texas, so we don't have state tax. 15%. Hell, you might as well go ahead and add 5 more. Add 10. Because that's the state tax. I cannot believe this. I just had to pull over, y'all. My head started throbbing. I'm about to get a headache. They're doing this in a couple of weeks, y'all. I gotta go do deferment. I gotta go do something. Y'all, we can't get away from this. People are even already saying that their credit score has dropped from a 700 something to a 500 something. Oh my gosh, my credit score. 15%, whether you have it or not, as of May 5th. So long as you have money in your bank account, they are taking it. In fact, financial aid just called me the other day and I hung up on them. Not in the mood, don't have it. I'm living off life. I'm vibing. This man really said, you know what? Let's make the rich richer. Let's make the others poor.
Education department is warning that if we don't pay back our student loans, that our wages are going to start being garnished. I thought y'all were supposed to be somewhere not existing. When they dismantled the education department, they also dismantled my $56,000 in student loans that I owe, okay? And the thing is, I shouldn't even owe those loans. I should not even owe those loans. For half my college career, I was literally a homeless student. And their solution was, here are more predatory loans so you can get a degree and go work in public service. Oh my God, why do you want it to be free? You should just went into a trade. It wasn't offered to me. It was not offered to me. I would have loved to have gone into a trade and been an electrician and not had student loan debt, but I did what I needed to do. I was 17 years old. You gave a 17-year-old $30,000 in student loans. And now I'm supposed to pay it back? The education department was dismantled. So why are my student loans not dismantled? Talking about garnishing wages. 5 million people, y'all out y'all mind.
Not me entering my final stage of full-blown crash out. I'm literally crashing out. I was so excited for tonight. I went to, oh my God, I'm so worked up. I was gonna get dressed up. I mean, I still am. I'm definitely getting a martini now. Last week, I fucking hate student loans. Last month, I set up Autopay because I don't want to forget. I don't like being late. You can never get on the phone with these stupid student loan people. And I log on today because I have to get my fucking tax documents. Fuck my life. Life never ends. I'm like, oh my God, it says my payment's late. And I'm like, how does that even make sense? I set up Autopay last month with my card and my bank and all the stupid information. And then I call them today and they're like, it's going to be a 3-hour and 50-minute wait time. And then I'm trying to have dad help me. And I'm like, what did you guys have me set up Autopay for then if my payments are now late? And I'm like, I'm not crashing out over Wikila. You're ugly. I don't have time for this. I'm crying over a fucking stupid student loan.
Just found out that my estimated student loan debt payoff is in the year 2049. 2049. 2049. Do I have my fiance start planning my funeral today or tomorrow?
So the Trump administration is asking everyone to pay off their student loan. Like, legit pay off your student loans. For everyone whose student loan has been there in default for like 5 years, they are now going to be charging them 15% of their salaries, of their wages. You will be deducted 15%. It doesn't matter if you earn salaries, it doesn't matter anything, if you make money or not. That's not what they want to know. What they want to know is that you are going to be paying those student loans no matter how much you earn at the end of the month. Guys, you're welcome back again to my channel. Let's go watch some of these videos I've gathered for you guys, then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch.
And I just want y'all to know that forcing Americans to begin repaying back their student loans while also offering very little to no assistance in paying back those loans and the form of income-based, all the other forms of assistance they had, is going to be a shit show. Shit. This is going to be a mess. Not only because they're in the process of gutting the Department of Education, not only because they have transferred this $1 trillion debt over to the SBA, who has not had to deal with this prior to at all, but also because the American people quite literally cannot afford it. Eggs cost $86 and 72 cents per egg right now. People are going to have to move, sell their cars, all other kind of abnormal shit, or don't do it at all and risk their wages being garnished, which will also lead to not being able to pay other bills. This gonna be a hot mess. This is, I don't think eggs literally cost $98.72 per yolk. Some people's monthly student loan bill is in the $400, $500, $600 a month without any assistance. This gonna be a hot ass mess. My goodness.
Student loans in default are going to be referred to debt collection, the education department says. That was the headline today. So let me put y'all up on something. Once student loans normally go, or any account goes over into a collection agency, you can request a debt validation underneath the FDCPA. And that's requesting proof that that collection agency even owns the debt. When debts are transferred or collections are charged off, normally the original creditor never ever sends the paperwork that you originally signed. The debt collector just bought your debt in a portfolio with millions of other people. So they will not have the paperwork on anyone, okay? Unless they've been putting it in third-party information systems like on blockchain or something. But other than that, they shouldn't have it. And if the collection agency can't prove the original loan documents on a payment history or prove your signature, then they must stop collection and they must remove it from your credit report. Let's see how far this goes, because this is going to be interesting. Debt collection on student loans? Child, please.
Donald Trump wants to garnish your wages in 2 weeks on May 5th if you are behind on your student loan payments. More specifically, if you are 270 days behind, they will begin garnishing your wages, taking your Social Security, and taking money out of your tax return without your permission as soon as May 5th. There are 5 million Americans who this would apply to. And there are 9 million more who are behind but do not yet meet that 270-day threshold, but could soon. Now, don't mind the Bible quotes about debt behind me. They don't matter here. What matters here is that you understand that this absolutely does not have to happen. They are choosing to do this out of cruelty. They know that the people who are not paying their loans do not have the ability to do so. They do not care if you get kicked out on the street. 40% of seniors are in default, meaning this is going to affect your little old lady, grandma, grandpa down the street more than anybody else. Spread the word far and fast, because I fear a rent strike is a-comin'.
So while there are people who are not happy that the whole student loan thing is coming back, right, there are also people who are really telling people, you know what, you got to pay your student loan. You have to take responsibility for once. This is not, it wasn't a grant. It wasn't a free money. It was borrowed. It was a loan that you took. Then you need to pay for it. Take accountability and pay for it, right? This is what some persons are trying to tell those people who are coming on the internet and saying that they are not paying their student loan, or they're freaking out about rolling back this whole student loan thing, that people should take accountability and pay off their debt, that it was never a free money. It was never a grant. Well, let me know what you think, guys. Let's go watch these clips and I come back with the commentary.
Donald Trump wants to garnish your wages in 2 weeks on May 5th if you...
This is funny. And it shouldn't be so funny. But what I find funny about it is, you know, Barack Obama, the great white hype for the Democrat Party, he's the one that federalized the student loan process. So you're no longer getting your student loans from banks and credit unions, you're getting them from the federal government. And of course, the same federal government that is the Internal Revenue Service, you know, the IRS, that will garnish your wages at a much higher rate than the 15% of disposable income that is eligible to be garnished for student loans. Yeah, but we're not upset about the IRS or the State Department of Revenue that's going to garnish your wages and seize your bank accounts. We're upset about a loan that we signed for, knowing that one day we'd have to pay it back. And you've had 5 years. Yeah, this was paused in March of 2020. It's been 5 years. And if you're not actively making payments or trying to make payments or trying to catch up, you're not actively working with FSA to get it caught up, well, you know, that's just adulting. And you say, well, we didn't know what we were signing for when we were 18. Huh. Well, if you didn't know what you're signing up for when you're 18, how did you know that you didn't like your gender when you're 10? Yeah, I don't buy it. No, you're a legal adult. Same thing with people going to the military. You're the same people that say, well, they knew what they're signing for when they signed up when they were 17 or 18. You know what? You signed the loan, you paid the loan. No one paid my daughter's student loans. No, we did. That's your responsibility. You pay it. And if you did a little bit of research, you would also know that this was supposed to have already happened back a couple years ago, but the Biden-Harris administration paused it. Yeah, left everybody in this limbo where they didn't know what they're doing. Yeah, so you've had plenty of time to make payments and catch up on them, but you chose not to. This is called adulting. If you renege on your debts, you got to pay your debts. And there are consequences for not paying your debts. They can't foreclose on your home, But the bank can if you don't pay your payments. You don't pay your car payments, your car will get repossessed. That's just how things work in the adult world. Some things you probably should learn in college. But yes, because our Department of Education is so great, you don't learn the important things in college. So here we are, dealing with this. And according to FSA, you're going to get an email here in a couple weeks. And it will lay out a plan that if you're having trouble, that they will help you get back on track. See, the key is, instead of this knee-jerk reaction and this fear-mongering, and some of these people fear-mongering are probably getting paid by ActBlue and other people, just contact FSA and set up arrangements. Make a plan on how you're going to pay this back and get back on track to avoid the wage garnishments. Yeah, there's that. Anyway, happy adulting.
Honestly, maybe they should start taking money from your paychecks and your refunds to pay back your student loans. Nobody forced y'all to go to college. If they're going to start garnishing your paychecks and taking your tax refunds and all that, bro, true or false, you borrowed money. Just true or false, did you borrow money? You did? Why you not paying? You have all... There's so many people choosing not to pay the student loans. One thing I read was Trump is thinking about or trying to find a way to where profits from tariffs could offset what you have to pay. So that's cool, but again, doesn't have to. Doesn't have to do that. Nobody forced y'all to go to school. Nobody told y'all to go to school. College is optional. And it's less than 5% of people that I know that have a degree work in their field. And that's nobody's fucking fault, bro. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault but your own. If they start taking money out y'all checks to get money for the student loans that y'all owe, that's that. Super irresponsible.
Do you know the irony of this thing? It's not the fact that people are taking student loans. It is the interest that people are complaining about. The amount of money that is, it has accumulated over the years has left a lot of people in deep debt. A lot of people might never be able to come out of this debt. I went to the comment section of some of these videos, and you need to see how much a lot of people are owing on student loan, you guys. A lot of money. A lot of people owe like big money. Some people are owing close to 138,000, and I was like, what? Like, how can you be owing such amount of money for school? And if you check some of them, right, they are not actually in the field that they studied in school those days. No, they are not. And yet the government is working. Like, you spend so much amount of money for school, yet to get a good job that that has a lot to do with whatever you studied in school is hard. Before now, I thought it was just only in my country that you have issue with getting job related to your field. But having to listen to people in the US complain how much they spend on school fees and how they're not also able to get a job in their field, then I'm like, I didn't spend a lot in school. I didn't spend a lot in school. Yes, my school fees is expensive, but it's not even close. It's not 30% of what these people are owing in school. Like, you went to school, yeah, a lot of people say, oh no, it's not forced. Like, nobody forced you to go to school and all that. Going to school is great. School is actually not a scam, okay? But what is not good is how much you owe for these schools. Like, it's terrible. Man, this student loan thing is huge, right? The amount of money people are owing is getting me freaking out, you guys. Let me know in the comments, are you also owing student loan? What is it like? What's your plan on paying? Because you all know that Trump is not playing when he said he's going to do this thing. You guys already know, right? So what's your plan? What's your thought? What's your thought about this whole student loan thing? Share with me in the comments. And do you have plans of paying? I really feel sad for a lot of people owing this outrageous amount of money and how they have to start paying this money right now, even without planning for it. Because, you came into this year, you have plans and aspirations, budgets of how you want to spend your year, how much you want to earn, how much you want to spend. All of those things were all planned out, right? But right now, you have another plans to add up. Like, you have debt to pay. you have debt to pay. I think I saw a video of a woman who was talking about how she's owing debt and she's going to live like that forever. Like, but right now they are going to be taking from your wages and they're coming for it. They're not even joking at all. Let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. Are you team I'm paying and are you team I've cleared all my student loans, or are you team I am never paying anything student loan? Or the fourth team is, are you team you all go pay up your student loans? Let's know in the comments, okay? Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and do give this video a thumbs up so that more people can see. Thank you so much for guys for watching. See you on my next video. Bye guys.